call 954-691-7024. That's 954-691-7024.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you ready? It is your time to take a few moments from your busy day to unwind, be inspired, and listen to the psychic insights of your host, empowerment psychic, Halley, Elise, a top 100 psychic, speaker, and author. Off air, be sure to connect with Halley at HalleyElise.com. And now, the Halley Elise Show.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I want to thank my sponsor, also, The Paint Girl. And if you didn't catch the commercial, do take a look online, paintgirlauto.com. She has a great concierge service, and she will actually pick up your vehicle after it's been damaged, when it needs repair. She'll take it to one of her shops. It will come back as beautiful as you remember it before it was hampered, and she'll deliver it. So it doesn't interfere with whatever your schedule is. You don't have to worry about dropping things off, picking things up. It makes it easy. So again, paintgirlauto.com. Take a look. I think you'll be happy you did. Not to mention the fact that the owner, Alyssa, is really very down to earth and willing to accommodate and make things happen so that you are pleased with the service. So thank you. Now, this is, I don't know if you know, Mental Health Month. It's interesting to me how we have different months: Friendship Month, Friendship Day, Friendship Week, what have you. This month, though, is construed as Mental Health Month. That being said, it was interesting because I did a presentation today, I did a keynote about happiness and wellness, how there's a corollary between the two. Talked about how when you are elevated in your demeanor, if you are content, if you are happy, especially if you're laughing, you are actually able to build your immune system. There are multiple cases where you've heard of people being very ill, very sad, very out of sorts, whether it's mental or physical, that after being exposed to things that make them happy, that bring them laughter, they start to make a change. Consider this. We tend to look at things outside of ourselves, and you hear me address this all the time in one capacity or another, but the truth of the matter is, nothing outside of us causes to feel the way we feel. It is us. It is how we perceive, how we think, how we feel that creates what goes on within us. In other words, if you're thinking, well, that so-and-so over there took my job from me, and you're blaming them, then your focus, your attention, your energy is all on somebody else. Instead of looking at it as that so-and-so took my job over there, that opens me up to doing something better. Or, well, there must be something better coming around the corner. Or, I didn't really like this company anyways, I'm going to make a move. If you allow yourself to handle things with an uplifted spirit, you will find that your health is much better. I believe it was NBC that did a special last year, 2017, right? Yes, we are in 2018. I had to think for a moment about the fact that when we laugh, when we smile, when we are light with ourselves, when we have humor, when we look for the funny, we make a huge difference in how our life is affected. It is not just something in your head saying, well, yeah, it's that positive thinking. It is so much more than that. And I'm not even speaking in respect to frequency and vibration. I'm speaking just on a physical sense, on a physiological sense. Think about it this way. When you exercise, you kick in with the endorphins, yes? The same thing is true when you find things humorous, when you laugh, when you are playful. And those endorphins, those are the chemicals that bring healing, that help us not only elevate our mind, but elevate our bodies. Since it is Mental Health Month, think about what is it that you can do on a daily basis that will benefit you. I'm going to give you a little bit of an exercise that you can do that's really simple. At the end of your day, take a piece of paper. Take something to write with. I don't care if it's a pen, pencil, or crayon, but just something. And on the one side, write all the horrible things that happened. It could be you had a flat tire, you didn't feel good, you got up late from work, the kids caused grief, your spouse did something, you just found out that you're having your 20th child and you're thinking, oh no, whatever it is, just write it down and write everything that you can think of, all the things that annoyed you. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be about you. It could be things that you saw. Somebody was unkind to somebody else, or you watched the news and you're horrified at the injustice of things. Write it down. Then flip your paper over. And on the other side, write down everything that you can possibly think of, connect with, feel about that was good during your day. Maybe it was you thought you were out of your favorite shampoo and you found it. Maybe it was you had an opportunity to talk to a relative that you had spoken to in a long time. Maybe it was that it was sunny when it was supposed to rain. Whatever those things are. And every time you write something down, focus on the essence of that meaning. Focus on how does it make you feel, knowing that those things took place in your world, that the good came in, that the sensation of enjoyment came in. Write as much or as little as you want. The idea is to bring forth whatever it was that was good in your world that day. I would suggest you do this late evening before you go to bed. You'll find that it clears away the things that you don't need. Some people like to refer to it as dumping, when you just write things down and get them out of your head. For me, being able to get it out of your head as well, to take a look and reflect and be a part of the good, means that you're neutralizing the negative that's in your world that day. It means that you'll have better sleep. It means that the energy that you are putting out in the world is of a higher vibration. It means that your mind will start looking for more good. That's the best part. Because no matter what your challenge is, no matter what thing shows up that gets you harried or gets you to feel out of control, when you start to tap into that essence of what feels good to you, what is happy to you, what is kind to you, what is joyful to you, exuberant to you, when you tap into that, your consciousness makes a note of it, because your subconscious mind always pays attention to everything, and you can access that information. It is simply a matter of doing so. That said, we have a caller on the line. We're going to take our caller. I believe this is Maria. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Did you have a specific question this evening?
Oh, I'm just laying here with back spasms. Got a wonderful job that I really like part-time. Can't seem to do it. Because every time I bend or do something, I get these major back spasms, and I don't know if it's coming from another hip that I didn't have replaced, or what the deal is, or if it's just I'm not supposed to be where I'm at the moment.
Okay, a couple of things come up for me. One of them is it's related to the lower back and something being kind of pinched. And I know that you were debating on getting the second hip surgery done, but this to me feels like it's more of a nerve situation. If it's possible to get to a chiropractor or get to somebody who can stretch you to take some pressure off that nerve, that would be very helpful. The other thing that I get here is, because with me, it's not just the physical, there's always that emotional and that spiritual corollary. Not feeling fully supported in this endeavor. Something that you want to do, something that would make you happy, bringing a little extra money in, which of course is always a good thing, and yet for some reason not feeling supported 100% within the household. You have to go to a place in your head that says, no matter what, I'm doing this for me. Because I don't get it as you're not supposed to be doing it. I get it just the opposite. You are supposed to do this for you. I think truly you have to stop thinking about what the perks and the benefits are outside of just your enjoyment and get really clear on the fact that this is something that you want. Make sense?
Yeah.
As far as, like I said, anybody else's opinion, good, better, indifferent, just say thanks for sharing. And you don't have to say that out loud. Do it in your head. Thanks for sharing. Next, I'm going to do this because it gives me joy and it's something I want to do versus, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't because, And even with the money. So what? You could be making more elsewhere. It's not.
Well, it's working.
Say that one more time.
Hours for half the pay. So.
Yeah. Well, as I just said, so what? You could be making more for elsewhere. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the emotional part of it. That's the part
but I like these people. I really like these people, and I just feel like I should be here.
Right.
And it's close to home, and it's all the perks of being what I want.
Right. But it's even bigger than that, honey, because if you allow yourself to do this, you take the money out of the equation and just focus on all the things you just told me and all the things I just said to you about the joy attached to it, you will find more money comes in from other places. This is a starting point to get back into things. This is less about the money and more about you being back in the flow.
Right, because physically I just can't clean houses. I can't do a lot of things I want to do. My body's just saying no.
Well, your body is saying you're not paying enough attention to me in the way that I need you to. I'm going to give you things that you don't have a choice about.
Yeah, like laying on my back.
Exactly. And this is why I said from the onset, really and truly, if you know somebody who does stretching, have them come over and take care of your back. If not, get to a chiropractor. I'm obviously not a doctor, but what I'm sensing...
Yeah, I did that today. And going to see about wearing more of a back brace. And tried to ride a bike, thinking I could get my... You're
doing too much.
And the whole bike thing, because the parking downtown's awful.
Right.
But tried to, save some money by that didn't work.
Yeah, not so good, unless, of course, it's one of those ones that has a seat and, the one wheel in the front and the two wheels in the back, and you can just kind of sit there. That would be better than a regular bicycle.
I'm actually thinking about investing in one of those.
Okay, because one of those actually will support you better. You can get that leg exercise. It saves money. You can enjoy the sunshine, all the perks without the discomfort.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Fiona, my daughter, will want to work here too, because she's thinking about getting some work going. And they would love to have her working for this cafe.
I was just going to say, I can see her entertaining the idea, but I don't see her as excited about it as you.
Yeah.
It's for her, it would be more a matter of, Mom, there's lots of places I can go. Just kind of be open with that one.
Yeah, I will. Just getting her foot in the door anywhere would be nice. Because she wants to grow up fast, but she doesn't want to grow up fast.
Right. And for whatever reason, I keep hearing and seeing in my head, I'm going to call it the Cat Cafe, but I don't know if that's the right name. Something in Wilton Manors with a cat and food. Okay, that sounds really strange, but I don't know how else to explain it. I guess it's a cafe or a little shop that serves munchies, and they have cats.
Really?
Take a look online. I'm sure you'll find it, but my sense of things is she would be much more interested in that than where you're thinking. And she would have a lot of fun because of the animals being around.
Oh, okay. Not so much the young people, but the animals.
Exactly.
Oh, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because as much as she is social, she's also shy. It's really kind of an interesting mix. She will put herself in social environments and she gets along beautifully with people, but she doesn't always reveal herself to everyone so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
She has to do things on her time.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well,
thanks so much for calling in, honey. We've got to go for a break, but feel better. And all kidding aside, stop thinking about the money. Think about the joy. The money's going to come.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. We'll be right back with the Halley Elise Show.
This is Alyssa, the Paint Girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl handles all makes, models, lease return repairs, and insurance claims. Your smart choice for vehicle repair, The Paint Girl. Call 954-691-7024. That's 954-691-7024.
This is your empowerment psychic, Halley, Elise, one of the top 100 psychics in America. For over 30 years, I have offered psychic readings, programs, spiritual guidance, and other life skill techniques. As our lives have become more complicated, we often reach for answers. Who are we? Where are we headed? Are we pointed in the right direction? In addition, we often are concerned for our loved ones. I have helped thousands of people navigate their life circumstances through different modalities of spiritual and intuitive guidance. Call me at 561-755-2166 and allow me to further explain how I may assist you in clearing the path of yesterday so today and tomorrow will be a success. Call me at 561-755-2166 or visit my site, HalleyElise.com. That's HalleyElise.com.
You have been listening to empowerment psychic Halley Elise, a top 100 psychic. She is your connection to all things spiritual, psychic, and empowering. Your guide to peace and wisdom. For a private appointment off air, call 561-755-2166. Now, back to the Halley Elise Show with empowerment psychic Halley Elise.
Thanks for joining me. If you're just tuning in, I was mentioning earlier that this is Mental Health Month. I left off that I'll have a dear friend coming on next week who's going to share about an event having to do with mental health and butterflies. I'm going to let you wonder about that, but it'll be a great show. As to your own ability to make sure that your health is as good as it can be. And when I say health, I don't mean in the sense of retarding aging. Though what's really interesting is when your endorphins are high, when you are taking care of yourself, you do tend to retard aging. Because if you're high functioning, you cannot be low functioning at the same time. I'd like to give you another little exercise that you can do that's really very simple. And that is to think in terms of being purposeful. The difference between being purposeful and having a purpose, vast. I'm not suggesting that all of a sudden you figure it all out. What I'm suggesting is in this moment, you figure out what is it that your core essence is drawn to? What is it that helps you thrive? What is it that makes you feel like moving forward? And if you're going, I haven't a clue, you can call in. Let me give you the phone number if you want a reading this evening. It's 888-565-1470. That's 888-565-1470. All kidding aside, if you're thinking, well, I don't know what makes me happy, I don't know what to do, I don't know, then think about what makes you unhappy and do the opposite. And I'm really serious when I say this. For instance, if when it comes to cleaning house, you can't stand to do the dishes, but it doesn't bother you to do the kitty litter, do the kitty litter. Get somebody else to do the dishes. When it comes to working, if you don't like working with numbers, but you love working with colors, either switch your job or get somebody to assist you with the numbers so that you can work with the colors. And I know it sounds as if I'm oversimplifying. It's not that. It is simply a matter of you allowing yourself to get clear about what's going to give you enjoyment. Do you like helping others? If you do, then start doing something that helps others. I have a dear friend that I was on the phone with last night. Matter of fact, I used his story as an example today within my speech that I gave. He loves children. He loves to see them smile. He loves to hear them screaming and carrying on and having a great time. He actually builds rides that give children that thrill, that excitement, that joy. Due to some business situations, he was contemplating not doing that anymore, getting totally out of the business, going in a different direction. And he's been in business for 2 to 3 decades, quite a while. It made sense, though, based on what had happened, to reconsider, is this what he wants to do? Now, the funny thing is, everything that's concerning him has to do with everybody else. Their perception of things, their opinion of things, their interruption. None of it has to do with the thing that makes his heart happy, which is watching children grow, which is watching them enjoy, which is watching them come away from the rides with a smile on their face. After speaking for a while, he was very cute. He says, yeah, after 20 years of listening to you, I think I've got it. Meaning, he recognizes for himself the thing that makes his heart happy, the thing that gives him purpose, that is purposeful in this moment, and has been for a long time, has to do with children. And that means even if he decides to get out of the ride business, perhaps he will go and endeavor in something else. It could perhaps be children and dolphins, or any myriad of things, children and pirates, children and artwork, what have you. The point is, you have to get in touch with who it is that you are. What is that core that compels you? What is it? And again, it can be momentary. It doesn't have to be for the rest of your life. But what is it that you know about yourself that you can put into motion? Because once you start to honor who you are, what that core essence of you is, more good comes. We always talk about the idea of where attention goes, that's where energy flows. That is true of everything. Whether it is worry begets more worry, or it is a matter of something good. When you're excited and happy, you get more good. Do bad things happen? Of course they do. Do things happen that are out of your control? Of course they do. It is not, are they going to happen? It really is a matter of, how do you interact with it? And if you are true to yourself, if you are true to that core essence, and you allow that higher knowing to guide you, you will find that more higher knowing comes in, more intuition comes in. And I'll give you an example. If, for instance, you are thinking, oh, I have no clue what it is I'm going to do, but for some reason I feel like I need to go over to Jack's Diner tonight. It's crazy. I have food in the house. I don't need to cook, but I'm going to go over to Jack's Diner because I keep hearing it in my head, go to Jack, go to Jack. And I go over to Jack's Diner and I run into an old school pal who starts to talk and tell me about what he's doing. And I find that it's something that I'm really interested in. And the more we talk, the more interested I get. And at the end of the conversation, the end of the evening that the impetus was to just go over to Jack's Diner because I was listening to my higher consciousness, I procured the best job ever. Doing the thing that I love to do, getting paid the way that I want to be paid, surrounded by people I like. Ta-da! Again, sometimes I oversimplify and people go, oh, it's really not that easy. The easy part, if you will, the simple part, is just allowing yourself to be open to your own possibilities. Allowing yourself to say, you know what, this would make me happy. I'm open to finding it. I'm even open to putting out feelers. I'm even open to talking about it with other people, letting them know that I have an interest. You ever hear about the woman or the man who says, you know, I really feel like I'm ready for a relationship. I've been out of my other relationship for a very long time, and I'm ready. I am. I'm over the old, and I want something new. And they start to talk to their friends, and they say, you know a lot of people. Keep me in mind. Introduce me to somebody nice. You know me. Introduce me to somebody you think I'll get along with, somebody you think I'll relate to. And then not all that later down the line, you hear that a friend or a friend of a friend or a friend's sister or brother or uncle or what have you actually made an introduction. And those two people hit it off. And those two people end up together. I am truly the forever optimist. And again, I will reiterate that we know that things that are out of our control happen. Bad things happen. There is an awareness of that. That means nothing. It simply means you're living your life. And if you're living your life, don't you want to live it to the fullest of your ability? Don't you want to wake up content? Don't you want to wake up happy? Because if you're waking up and thinking, oh, it's another day, I just don't want to deal with this. Or you're waking up thinking, I don't want to get out of bed, I hate my life. Or you wake up thinking, I've done it all, there's nothing left to do. Then your head is not in that perfect place. And this is the perfect month, being Mental Health Month, to get it in the right place. Challenge yourself. Get out and do something nice for somebody else. Notice how good it makes you feel. Whether it is bringing in the neighbor's garbage can before they have a chance to do it, or it's going through the toll and putting money in for someone. I don't even know if we have that anymore, actually. I think with the Speed Pass, we may not have that anymore. But you get the gist. Some time ago, a nice trend was started. Somebody paid for somebody in front of them for a coffee. And the next thing you knew, there was a whole line of people doing it. See how it feels. Until next week, I hope you have a beautiful mental health week. If there's anything I can help you with, be sure to give me a call or go online to HalleyElise.com. I thank you and good night.
Remember to tune in every Tuesday on WNN at 9 p.m. for more peace, inspiration, and psychic phenomena with empowerment psychic Halley Elise, Top 100 Psychic.
The opinions expressed